Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. There is a message that I want to share with you. So later on, I'm going to be posting another episode as well. There was this other lady who came with her confession. She was saying that she met this other man on Facebook. She was saying that this man has since passed away, and this man used to stay in an area that is called Brakpan. So she was saying that after she slept with that man, then she found out that she had cancer like on her womb. Then there was another lady as well who came, and she said that she met that same man in Brakpan on Facebook and they slept together. And this lady right now, she was saying that I am living with cancer right now. She was saying that she got this cancer after sleeping with this man. So stick around. I will post that confession very soon. And if you ever met a man who was staying around an area called Brakpan in South Africa, you can also come to my inbox, because these ladies are saying that this man had an extra oversized manhood that he artificially increased. So the doctors were saying that this man was causing these women to have cancer because of his oversized manhood. So let me read for you another confession that I have for you. The confession reads like this. Hello, my brother, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? My brother, I am a woman who is living in great regret because of the way that my husband kicked me out and my marriage ended. My brother, what happened to me is that when I got married to my husband, I then quickly found out that my in-laws, they never loved me. And when they saw that I was unable to give birth, I was unable to give my husband a child, then they saw their opportunity. Then they started to fight with me even more. They wanted me to be divorced from my husband, but my husband, he stuck by me because he loved me a lot. When I saw that my in-laws hated me and my husband still wanted to be with me, I then tried to ask my husband to take me to a pastor or to a healer. First, when I told him that we were supposed to go to church so that the pastors can pray for me so that I can fall pregnant for him, but he refused to go with me to church. He kept on saying that, well, we will go another time. We will go another time. So when I saw that my husband kept on telling me that we will go to church another time to be prayed for by the pastors, I thought that maybe I was just forcing him to become a Christian when he didn't want to be a Christian. So I said, well, if you are not a Christian, then it means that you follow the African tradition. Why don't we go and visit a traditional healer instead? But he refused. He kept on giving me the same lame excuses. He told me that we will go another time, and that another time never arrived for him. When I saw that my in-laws kept on hating me, when I saw that they were saying that I do not want to give birth, I didn't want to give my husband a child, and when they suspected that I was using an implant, a family planning implant, I then wanted to prove them wrong. I then went on my own and I started seeking for prophets. Well, prophets from the white garment churches. There was this other lady who was staying in another location. So I spoke with this lady. She was the one who was busy assisting me, but things were really slow with this prophetess. One day when I went to the location, I then spoke with that prophetess. I then found out that at her house there was another prophet. That was when I told the prophet that I was looking for someone who could assist me so that I can quickly fall pregnant for my husband. Little did I know that this prophet that I was now in communication with, he was like a wolf in sheep's clothing. He was chasing after women. He was chasing after married women that were desperate like me. Well, after I had gotten his number, me and him, we used to communicate a lot on WhatsApp, and usually he would ask me about my dreams. Each and every morning he would say, what did you dream about? What did you dream about? Each and every day, and he would tell me the prayers that I was supposed to use. That was when the unnatural love that was not controllable that started developing in my heart. This love that I was now having for this prophet, it was not a natural love. I could feel that The way that I am in love with him, it is not natural at all, but I was unable to control myself. There were many times whereby when I'll be coming from work, when I would think about this prophet, instead of heading back to my husband in the suburbs, I would actually go to the locations and sleep with him in this other one-bedroomed house that was not nice at all. But my brother, this is what love does to you, especially if it is an unnatural love. It will make you lose your mind. I had totally disregarded the fact that my husband, he had stood by me when his relatives wanted him to betray me, to divorce me. But I was now in love with this prophet. Whenever I would think about this prophet, my heart will beat so fast. It then happened that I then visited this prophet one night. I went to his house, and since I wanted to impress him a lot, my brother, I then started sweeping the house. I swept the house because I wanted to see that indeed I was nothing but a good woman whom he was supposed to get married to. My brother, then there was this other workmates of his who came to his house, and he said, and those workmates told my then boyfriend, the prophet, that they wanted him to go with them because there was this other lady in that same location. This lady, she wanted a jewel to be built at her house, so she wanted them to give her the quotations. Well, my prophet boyfriend left, and then when he was gone, I then started doing some spring cleaning in the one-roomed house. As I was doing the spring cleaning, because there was a lot of cockroaches and I hate cockroaches, so I was dusting everywhere. I then removed this other jacket. This jacket, what this guy had done is that he had this other long nail that was stuck on the wall. That is where he used to hang his jacket. My brother, I would actually leave my own house that I was staying with my husband, my own house that had an in-suit and everything. That apartment had everything. But because of this unnatural love, I was going to sleep in a very small bedroomed house that was not nice at all. After I had removed this jacket, I then started dusting around. That was when I just looked and I searched that jacket. I then found out that there was my picture. This picture of mine, I still remember that I had actually sent it to him via WhatsApp, and he had gone to make a printout of my picture. As I was looking, my brother, I then found out that it was not my picture only that he had in his old jacket, but there was my picture's husband as well. He had downloaded one of my picture's husband on my statuses, and he had gone and made a printout as well. So my husband's picture, and at the back of my husband's pictures, he had written there with a permanent marker, and he had written with a red permanent marker. The words that he had written were like, I, Grace, not a real name. I do not love you, my husband, anymore. I do not want to be with you anymore. This man, he had been using his charms and his prayers so that I won't love my husband. And I then found out that this guy, he had been using these charms on me. The moment that I realized that this was not true love, but it was spiritual love, I was being controlled by him in the spirit so that I can desert my husband and love him. The moment that I saw these two pictures, that was when I felt like there was a skin that was being removed from my eyes, and I started to ask myself, where the hell was I? Where the hell was I? On that same night, I was even afraid, my brother, to tell him that this thing that he had done to me, it was an evil thing, because this guy, I knew very well that he used to hang around a lot of people that were not nice, a lot of people that used to rob, who used to hijack people, and I was so scared about this issue. I then returned back to my husband. Unfortunately, the devil had decided to mess up with my marriage and to mess up with my life, because I found out that I was pregnant. Well, when I found out that I was pregnant, I then decided to have an abortion. So after I had an abortion, one day I was just having a conversation with one of my best friend. So I had placed her on loudspeaker, and I had not closed the door properly. That was when one of my sister-in-law, my husband's sister, who hated me a lot, she walked in on me and she had that conversation. She had me telling my own best friend that I just had an abortion, and she was surprised. She waited for my husband to return back from work. As we were sitting down, that was when she confronted me and she said, "So, Makoti, why did you have an abortion when we know that you are struggling to give your man his first child? What is going on?" I was really ashamed of myself, and I was left with no choice but to confess that this is what I had done. I had slept with this prophet when I had gone to visit him at his altar, and after that I started making love to him. Then I fell pregnant for him, and after I had fallen pregnant for him, I then found out that he was using his charms so that he can control me spiritually and physically, and that is why I had been mistreating my husband for a very long time. My husband then kicked me out of his apartment. Up until today, I regret all the things that I did. Your dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by our dear sister. Let's meet again in the next episode.